So let's get straight in. So let's use the rose. So this is the one that I just showed you first of all. So I'm going to show you exactly how we can do something like this. So I've got my layers brought in. So I'm going to move that one to the side. I'm also just going to bring in the packaging. A wee bit similar down at the bottom here about our layering stamps. On the packaging it shows you the combination. We've done the same as well here with the double-sided die, so it just gives you a wee bit of an idea. I am just going to bring this to the side just so you can get a bit of a closer look. Just here at the bottom here, you can see the layers there that it tells you. We've also given you a coloured key, so to say, but you can be doing them in any colour that you want. So what we're going to do is let's bring just one of our Gemini plates, and then we're also going to put one of our new double-sided die plates on top of there. So we've got that one sitting there. I've already got my cardstock ready. So what we're going to do with this one here, so I can see from this one here, we've got this full background of a rose. The cutting edge is just round the side, so I know that this is going to be the base one. Again, it tells you on the packaging, there's going to be, you know, many of us doing other Facebook Live tutorials and that, so don't worry, there's going to be plenty for you. So what we're going to do with this one here, I'm wanting this one to be the darker pink. So because I want this to be cut in the darker pink, therefore, I'm then going to place that face down. So I know that this way here, that I'm just showing you up above, there we go, that one there is going to be die cut into that deep pink. So that I'm going to sit like that onto that one there. Then for the next layer, what I want is like a slightly lighter shade of pink. So that's going to be then the next layer up, which is on the reverse. So then therefore, that's going to go over the top like that. So what I'm going to do is as you can see, you can be popping them on each one, but I specifically want to do each step at a time because I want you to see clearly exactly how that they are created. I don't want to rush through them and you're like, well, exactly how did they do that? So we'll do each step, you know, each time. But the intentions are you can be doing all of this in one pass. So now that we've got that, because we've got that additional die edge facing up, we also need one of these specifically plates, so we're going to pop that over the top, and then we're going to put this base plate again, or top plate, whatever you want to call it, through the Gemini Junior. Just like before, you can let that through, or again for time, because I'm doing the one layer, I'm just going to pause it, and then we're just going to reverse it as well. So as that's going to come out, that now means that that's going to die cut both layers at once. So if I wanted these two layers, traditionally, I would have these two separate dies, and I would have to do them separately. Not anymore. What we've got, so if I move that one out the way, so you can see, so this one's come away here, so if I move that to the side, we've got these ones here, so that's just come away here. So let me lift that one. So we've now got this one here has die cut. Then if we come into this one here, this one has also die cut. Now if we just pull out all these wee bits here, like so, pop them out like this, and we've got a wee one there. And what I'm going to do, because I was in that much of a rush and excitement to get started, I've misplaced my poke tool, so let's just use the pin. Move that one out the way. So now it's just the case of matching them up. So there we go. So that's our first two layers. So if I just let me bring this into the side here. So that's the two layers, so they've die cut separately. Then all that we're going to do is we're just going to go over the top, and using our glue, we're going to start by forming that rose that you can see there. See the different angles, using the glue. So that's just the two layers. So let's set that one to the side. Now again, the next two layers that I'm away to do, we could have been doing them at the exact same time. I just want to do them separately just so that you can see. So for this one here, again, we've got the next set of detail. Let's bring that one in. We've got the next set of detail on one side and the additional one on this side here. So for this one here, because I can see I've got the larger die cutting spacing just here, and within these ones here, we've got a bit of a fewer die cutting layers. I can just see them by eye. Once again, I'm going to keep repeating myself. They are all within the back of each packaging of each flower, so they're easy to follow. So for the next layer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pink. So we're going to place that down, and then we're just going to pop that one on top like that. Then for the very top layer, I'm wanting white. So then I'm going to take my white and place that over the top. Once again, we're going to put this next layer over the top, and then we're going to run that one through, and we're going to reverse it. So this now gives us the next two layers when it comes to the die. So I'm just going to pause it, and we're just going to reverse that as well. So as this comes out, this is now going to take the next two layers. So if I was to do these two all at once, that meant I would have created the full rose's head once. One pass through the Gemini Junior. If we had separate element dies to do this, like you would traditionally, that would have been 4 times we would have had to put them through. So it just goes to show how incredible these are. I've had so much fun. You know I've had so much fun because I've been really bad and I've been giving a lot away sneak peeks as of late, haven't I? So bring that one out. So there we go. There's our next layer. So let's just pop all these parts out. You can see that they absolutely die cut just beautifully and perfectly. So let's set that one to that side there. Then let's bring the next one. So all that we're going to do, popping and peeling these ones out like so. So let's bring what we've just done. So let's move that out the way. Let's put on a bit of black again so you can see it. So we've got the 2 layers that we've done to start with. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this next pink layer and they just sit on top of each other. Just follow the edges and you'll see that they'll just sit nicely on top of each other. And then we're going to take this last one, the white one. So as you can see, each layer gets less and less detail to it. So just have a look, have a wee play, and you're just wanting to see where, just figure that out, where it's going to go. And there you go, you can see with that one there, that sits just like that. So you can see it like that, but what we will do is let's assemble it. So let's move it out the way. So we're just going to get the glue with this one here, and then all that we're doing is let's just move each individual one like this, making sure we don't get tangled up. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back. Now with this one here, you can see because we've got a few larger areas, this is one you could be putting some Collal 3D glue gel, or if you like your 3D foam pads like I do, you could be adding extra height and definition to them. So there we go. So let's just place that into such. So I'm going to move that off just so I can lift this up, and we're going to position it like so. Can you see things like this? This area just here. Can you see, I'm going to bring this just to the side here for you to see. Can you see just right down at the bottom, it may look like that the second layer hasn't gone right to the edge. Don't worry, that's normal, because what that does is that's creating the shape and well, basically the shape and the definition of the flower. So not necessarily that whole layer is going to match over the top. So don't worry about that one. It's intended to be like that. So again, let's just do this second layer like so. So I'm just popping a wee bit of glue all the way around like that. Then we're just going to place that one over the top. So we're just finding where that slots in, and then we're just going to place down. So if I then lift that up again, and we're just going to move that into place, we're just matching them right up to the edges. And again, in that same position that I just showed you just a minute ago, that third layer doesn't quite match up to the end. That's normal, that's just creating the shape of the flower. And then last but not least, what we're going to do again is we're just going to pop some glue just onto these fine lines just here. You could, of course, you could be doing all these layers just into white card. Use your inks, use your pens, use all these different mediums, create your own colours, your own flowers. You know, you don't have to just go with the colours that we suggest. So again, so all that we're going to do is line that up. Then I'm going to move that up, and then just using my fingers, we're going to position that into place like that one. And then when we've placed that in, there we go. We've now, so if I show you there, and then what we're going to do is let's just bring this into the side. You can now see we have then used our double-sided dies to create that gorgeous rose. Look at all that detail within that rose. That's been made to do that. And then very quickly, all that we're going to do is let's just show you how the leaves are, how they work. Exactly the same idea. So this one here, we've just got 2 shades of green, and then we've got the flower leaves just here. So we've got the background, the flat part of the leaf on this side here. Then we've got all of the detail on this one here. So for this one, I want the back layer of the leaf to be the dark green. Then I want all this detail to be like a lighter green. Pop that on. Once again, we're putting the carbon plates on top, and then we're just going to set that like so. So as that's going to go through, that's just going to go through halfway. I can let it run all the way through, or I can just press pause, bring that back, then we're going to get all that detail within the leaves. Now, of course, you know, you've got that one set of leaves in here. But what you can actually do is die cut them a number of times, and you can be creating, you know, such detail all the way around. So if I lift these ones up, there we go, you can see there's our leaves just here, like so. You can see them like that. And then if we pop these ones out, what we're then going to do is take all these detailed parts out, like this. Let's just pop them out. Same with these ones here. If you've got, let's take the wee pin and just poke that one out. And take that one, like that. And then last but not least, you've got this one in here as well. So all we're going to do, pop this one out, like that. We've got one left, like this. So let's take that one out. There we go. So what we're going to do is peel that one off, and we're going to set that on top, like so. So you can see how that flower leaf starts to come together. So what we'll do is if I just bring this one in, like so, let's see if we can get my fingers out there. I tell you what, if you come and look back at me, what we can do is we can glue these ones as well, just so that you get the full idea of the actual leaves. Then that way you've now seen at least one of them been cut from start to finish, and you know exactly how the concept and how the double-sided dies work. So all the other ones work exactly the same concept and exactly the same layers when it comes to our ultra strong plate, as I like to call it. So popping that wee bit of detail of the glue on just on the back. If you've got any of your stick and sprays, you can be using that as well. So let's just pop this over the top like this one, and sitting that on top, press it. I'm going to lift that up, and we're going to pop that there like so, and there we go there. So if I just bring these ones in for you to see, we'll bring that closer up, and we're going to bring that into the side for you. There we go. Look at all that detail that's been die cut out within the leaves, and you've just layered them up just once, die cutting once, and you've got your full layers. So then all you can do is then just position them something like this. Let's put them on the black mat for you to see, and then there you go. You can then be creating your own, you know, flowers or your designs, add them to scrapbook pages, and there we go. That is how the double-sided dies, and certainly with the rose, that is how they are created from start to finish.